everyone, and welcome. I am Mike, and this is Mike's After Action Reviews 4th live stream of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've actually been liking it so far, so I'm very happy about that. Let me just get myself all situated here, and we will begin. Just a moment. So if I go like this... Oh, okay, there we go. Marvel's Avengers. Ugh. I'll tell you, I was a little bit disappointed in that game. That is for sure. Here we go. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Or as I like to call it, Assassin's Creed Beastmaster. Because that is exactly what this is. Let me just make sure everything is cool, calm, and collected. We are starting to record on the NDI source now. Okay. Excellent. Alright, I just figured out how to do a bunch of different stuff with my my rig here, so I can record and watch everything like I want to be able to see it. Alright. And then for any of the people that actually watch my live streams, tomorrow we will be doing a... Let me just make sure I got... Okay, so tomorrow we will be doing a movie review. I'm having a bunch of people come over. We're going to kind of... we're going to watch the movie. We're going to kind of have a group powwow of the movie. And you guys will have to see what the movie is tomorrow. So log in and check out the video tomorrow for that. Oh, I don't know if I like that. That's one thing that I don't know if I like, is that I have to move around this thing. Let me see. All right. Let me see. My controller is like sticky. I keep taking it apart and trying to fix it, but it is not wanting to work. Alright, we're good to go. Come on now. I do like the aesthetic of the character. I can definitely give Ubisoft that. Character aesthetic is very good. Oh, that's right. Okay, we're here to take a minute. I already did my runes. Why is it saying I have more? Runes. Oh, I have more runes. More runes. Do 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 do. Let me see, 3.2 attack, 2.4 attack, health. I'll give this one... Okay, that's cool. Alright. And as always, guys, if there are any issues with video or audio quality while we're going, and my hair's all messed up, whatever, I like it that way. If there's any issues with video or audio quality while we're going here, just let me know in the chat, and we will fix that in real time. Alright. Now, for now, we are going here. It gives me a Wait, no, I want to track that. This gives me a suggested power level. Do I have any other quests? The Codex. I'm basically pretty familiar with everything that's going on. One thing that I did have an issue with... Oh, increased attack out, take a hit. One thing that I did have an issue... Wait, why is it doing that? Oh, that feels weird. Feels like it goes a little bit longer than I press. Anyway, let me see. If I put it here, see, that's a raven. That's a bone biter. Attack 70. Ooh, 67. Weight 12. That's the problem, is the speed. Anyway, I'm gonna stick with the axe. I like the idea of using the axe better. Okay. That one of the problems that I had with my favorite Assassin's Creed so far, which is Black Flag. I think that I'm a little bit loud. Let me just check real quick as they sing. I'm going to just a moment. I'm just going to do an audio check real quick, guys. So bear with me here for just a moment. I'm going to go use my phone to go onto YouTube, and we're going to check the audio. Okay, so I go here. Okay, audio check 1. Audio check 1. No, okay, that sounds okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so audio is perfect. We're gonna leave the audio like this then. Excellent. Alright, so the issue that I had with Assassin's Creed Black Flag... See, I wish that they would sing. Why don't they sing? That's stupid. The issue that I had with Assassin's Creed Black Flag was that a lot of the times I did not know what was happening. Or sorry, not what was happening, but they would do these time jumps, and it was odd because I'd be like, not what was happening, but like, where are we? How far have we jumped in time? What, you know, like, what does that time jump mean? Where are we in history? Stuff like that. And it got a little bit confusing. So I hope that we don't get a whole bunch of time jumps here that lead us to a bunch of different stuff. Well, I don't like this songs thing, so let's stop the song. And let's switch to stories, because stories...
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the Crew and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kiar Robo. Kiar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kiar's sister Fulra was married to Kjotve's brother Alrik. Soon Kiar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kiar that Alrik had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him, it is true. So Kiar invited Alrik on a hunting expedition.
Ooh, the map is like 3D. That's cool. Oh, somebody took a picture here. Well, I really don't give a crap.
Kiar slew Alrik and pulled up one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kiar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an arm ring. Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve. Confused, Kjotve took the ring, and with it came the entire bloody arm. Your brother pledged his oath to Hel herself. Kiar laughed. Then he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
Wait, what the heck was that?
Survey the area, Sunan.
Okay. Ooh, you want to go do a raid?
Look there!
This is a raid! I can't see, you can't see, all that matters is that the horse can see.
spies! Hold in!
Keep up the meeting!
So my thing is that I never have any interest in doing heavy attacks. Like, I mean, I guess I can, but it's just... I don't need to, because light attacks are good enough and keep my stamina up for using my dodges and things.
Come! Shadows, fish me!
Blood so great!
Loser.
Keep on! Let's go! I need your eyes, my friend.
Oh, see, I do not like that they do that. Enemies are red, and so are doors that are locked. Like, come on.
Must be blocked from the other side.
There we go. Oh. Can I get in like this? Are we being attacked? Oh no, they're just going to the longship. One thing you're going to have to contend with is the parkour controls in this game. And I think that every game that kind of has a similar system struggles with this, but your character just kind of jumps around from thing to thing a lot in the games. And so you'll be sitting on a ledge or something and you just want to get to like a particular spot, and instead of being able to do that, your character will like jump behind. Instead, like if you just want to move a little bit left, your character will like jump behind or fall down or try to jump up, or you know, if you hit the X button to move. And that's something that, but I think that that's not, I don't think that Assassin's Creed does it bad or anything. I think that's kind of a genre thing.
Go.
Let me see.
Sunan.
Restricted area. I killed them all. Weary eyes watching empty water. A lone raven ship sails past. Odin's will sharpen iron teeth. Prepare a feast on carrion birds.
Way!
Run up to sail!
Let's go check out. There's some treasure over here too. Let's go check that out.
Asked about this land, my friend.
You Saltskulls, got a story?
We all remember when Eivor gave orders to attack Kjotve's clan in Avaldsnes. I knew even then our chance at victory was slim. It was a fool's errand. But Eivor demanded we strike, and I am not one to disobey my superior. Such is the mark of an honorable man. You all know what followed. We set upon Kjotve's men and were overwhelmed. You lot were captured and fit to be butchered, and Eivor here, carried off to be sold into slavery, a fate worse than a fine death. But there is one fact you do not know. In the initial fight, I came upon Kjotve, cowering in an empty house. He did not see me, and I came within 2 arms lengths of him. I could have slain him! A fast stroke of my axe, ending our troubles. But I held back. Why? Because I remembered my oath to Eivor. Yes, years ago, Eivor had staked a claim on Kjotve's life. So I left the background alone. Yes.
A pity, Dag. There's no one living who can verify this incredible
Exactly
tale.
what I was thinking. Do you hear people talking? Did you hear that? Oh, hey, how you doing? Let me see. Gilly Reyes. Wait, stop. No, I want to get on my ship. Let's check out this, apparently, there's some treasure here. Let's check it out. How do we get to the treasure? Alright. Thank you for coming and checking out my live stream there. As I always say to my live stream viewers, if there's any issues with audio or video quality, let me know and I will fix it in real time. How do I get to this treasure? There's only one. Is there... Can I attack this stuff? Oh, I move like a shark and attack it that way. Have you ever seen anybody spin like that in the water? Oh, come on. Move this way. There you go. There you go. You would be really heavy trying to swim with bear furs on. I'm just going to point that out to everybody right now. Okay. And we are done getting that treasure. Awesome. One piece of iron ingot, or carbon ingot, or something like that. Alright. I will come back to these areas that we're looking at right now later. Right now we have a little bit more story that we need to get done.
Sail out! Let's hear a story.
Yeah, the songs suck.
Winter, King Styrbjörn ordered the construction of a new longhouse. A splendid hall you now see at Fornburg. To build this longhouse, he employed the help of 20 men. I was among them. As
Here
was
we go.
Brad, the strongest and stoutest
It's
man
not
I'd
quite
ever seen.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Hewing wood for timber,
but, you know, we do get the long ship, so...
dropping 41 trees in only 2 days. On the third day, a spindly man called Nar was near upon felling his first tree. He had hacked it all the way around like some mad animal. When the tree fell, it did so in a direction he had not wished. Straight down upon Fradi.
Oh man, we've got a long way to go.
But it was too late. Fradi had only enough time to turn and face the doom bearing
Alright.
down upon him. With that, he raised his
Is there not a better way? A fast travel? Can I fast travel? Yeah, I can fast travel over there. I will show you one of the coolest features, and the reason that I call this game Assassin's Creed Beastmaster is to control the bird. Oh, see, it's gonna. Oh, that's cool. So it shows you which way the ship is gonna
We
follow.
found Fradi 10 feet down, alive but in pain, still bearing the tree upon his shoulder.
Yay for that story. I will fast travel here and then move on because this is a huge map. There we go. The blacksmith in your settlement is the only one. Oh, I thought it was saying is only capable of enhancing the quality of your equipment. I was like, well, like, did you think he was going to enhance the quality of other people's equipment? Wait, this is where I fast travel to? Okay. Like, hey, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm just going to climb up here and brood. Is that an enemy? It is. Let's go get him.
I should not be seen in this area.
Loser. The inconsistency with the food kind of sucks. Like, I'm always trying to find these berries, you know? I need to get just to some water and call my longship. I'm always trying to find these berries. Whoa, what the heck? That sounded like it was... That did not sound like a normal deer. That sounded like a I'm gonna attack you sound of an animal. Oh, there's water right here. Okay. Oh, you know what I just realized? I can call my horse. But you know what the problem with the horse thing is? Is that I'm on all these islands. How does my horse get here? You know what I mean? I didn't bring it on my longship. I bet you I'll be able to call it when I get to the next island. That is a nice little feature, though, to be able to just call the longship. That's pretty cool. Why am I dying? Open sail.
Is there a sea scald among you?
You might not be aware, but I am a man with considerable shipbuilding craft. In my youth, just 13. I designed an improvement to our dragon boats, one that gave them extra strength. It is so common now that none remember my genius design. But at the time, I was praised from the top to the bottom of Norway. I had been out sailing with my father when we hit a rough patch of ocean. Our boat trembled like a frozen skeleton. We nearly broke to pieces, but I was not afraid. I was transfixed by the ship itself, watching it bulge and heave. As men screamed around me, I devised improvements to keep the hull solid and shapely. When we returned to port, the men vomiting in the wind.
Wait, is that the...
Were you at the good part yet? When we returned to port, the men vomiting and the weeping of... Shared my ideas with my Jarl. He thanked me well. In time, all our ships used my new design, and soon all of Norway. So you may thank me, not the gods, for our smooth passage here.
What was the design? You know what I mean?
Green sail! Making it!
Oh no, keep sails going. What are you doing?
Catch the wind! We need an epic tale.
When I was 11 winters old, I was the youngest, my favorite cousins. A wild and rowdy bunch
Oh,
of
wow.
boys and girls. Together with our parents, we attended a feast at the home of Halfdan the Black of the House of Yngling. To toughen our patience, our parents set us with the old woman, who ordered us to bake flatbreads and serve it to the noble yards. After an hour, the flatbreads piled so high into pillars, you could have built a roof over it, called it a longhouse. When our work was done, an older boy, Guthrod, suggested we steal a keg of mead, drown in happiness for our good work. So Guthrod, Mikkel and Åsa snuck into the storeroom and stole a barrel as I stood watch. But when we were spotted, I froze. 3 of Harald's men stopped
I mean-
us. They struck Guthrod and Mikkel and pushed Åsa to the ground. Whose idea was this? They asked. I stood and said, the idea was mine. The mead is for me. One of the men eyed me and said only, that is not true. Then, they moved on.
Yeah, the problem, like, I don't know, I mean, it's not as fun to sail with the longship as it was to go about with the,
Sunan, guide me.
as it was to go about with your own pirate ship. What the heck is this? What is this Ubisoft Connect level up? Oh wait, did my game just freeze? Oh no, it's this. Yay, I leveled up. Okay, cool. I leveled up and I can't I can't buy anything. Cool, excellent, awesome. Send me back. Exit this stuff. I wonder how far away from them I can get. See, there's a polar bear. Yeah, I mean, it's just not as fun. I mean, it's okay, I get it, but it's just all these long distances you have to travel. That kind of sucks. Like if I have to choose to fast travel, or if I had to choose to fast travel or to go by longship in Assassin's Creed, sometimes I would fast travel, but often I would go by, or not longship, but by ship. I would go by ship just because it was fun. You could run into things to do, you could attack, find enemies to attack. Here I'm not seeing any of that, not yet anyway.
Mighty Thor, you showed them how to turn the crosses into hammers, simply by flipping them over. And they fainted with joy. That tale?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
What do you see, Sunan?
Oh wow.
Have you ever seen so many ships docked at once?
Never, nor has there been a gathering of kings so large as
Dock the
this.
ship here.
Wouldn't they be Jarls?
What do you see?
I wish you would tell me what that stuff actually was. Like, I see treasure, but what is all this other stuff? Okay, so I see that that is like a drinking thing. Find and speak to Sigurd. Whoa. What the heck is this?
Hey! Fischkin!
Hey, cut that out!
Whoa, bringer. Oh, here we go. Berries. There we go. But why would I have to blend in? And why am I now stuck in... Oh, because I was doing that. Sorry, wrong thing. What is that? Gotta collect my berries. There we go. Wait, am I trying to find this guy? Or do I not know? Oh, I don't know where he is. Find Sigurd. Oh, he's in the drinking place. So, I'm having a hard time. I do not like pulling the R2 triggers and then pressing the buttons. I think I'm going to switch that. I mean, because you can... One thing that I do like is that you can switch that. Switch up the... controls. Let me see. That's what sucks. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Okay. I'll leave it the way it is then. But I don't like that as much.
We are strong, Ernie. Yes, strong with stink. Step closer, Sealface.
Shall we lock horns? Down it faster than me, and you are the victor.
Yes.
Let's see your silver. What's a drinking game without a prize? Oh, how exciting! Ah, we drink.
We drink.
Step closer, seal face, and say that again! I said your stench is strong. That's your only strength. Your stench.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What the heck? I am pushing the button.
Is it gin liquor?
That time I messed up. I'm just frustrated and can't do it.
Oh, such a skilled spiller.
Come on, you gotta boot Scoot and Riley here. I pushed the button, like I'm serious, I pushed that button. Alright, well...
See you next time.
Well,
Whatever.
you can say you tried.
No, I'm pretty sure that
I'll take on all comers.
I don't know. Yeah, that's fine.
You've just won your heart's desire, Eivor. Yet by the look on your face, you have lost your will to live.
Gorm is here with the last of his men. Why does that troll dare show his face?
Leave it for another day. We are here under Harald's truce. Gorm is too weak to try anything bold.
Here's a seed stain on his father's trousers. I should wipe him from this world.
Not tonight, Eivor. Leave it. Basim, watch over this one and see that he warms himself with drink. I will find my father and escort him to the Longhouse.
As you wish.
Is Hytham well?
He will heal, but never fully recover. It is fortunate that you were able to succeed where he failed.
Our resolve was strong.
When you slew Kjotve, did you see a sigil on him? Silver, the size of my palm, bearing the symbol of an ash tree?
Take it. Trade it for what you can.
I know where Gorm is camped. If you wish to see him without anyone the wiser, there is a trick I can teach you.
Already looking for another princess? All right, I'll bite. What do I do?
Use your cloak to obscure your face. Blend into the crowd. Divert attention. Hide in plain sight.
That's a mystical trick of the assassins. You want me to join your brotherhood?
A gift of knowledge from a man I hardly know. Is this your way of asking me to join your brotherhood?
Not at all. So long as men and women fight to secure honor and freedom, allegiance hardly matters to me.
I suppose there's no shame in using deception when honor is at stake. And Gorm is a stain on that honor.
Then let's see what can be done to cleanse that stain. Give it a try.
Lord.
A few things you should know before you step into his camp. Walking unseen through hostile territory is an exercise in subtlety.
Like, I will teach you a magical, mystical trick that only the assassins know. Cover your face and walk around.
Forgettable, dismissed at a distance. Remain far from watchful eyes, and you will be invisible to me. Do not draw blade or hammer, for these and other sudden movements can break your disguise. And in case I wasn't clear, you will need to put up your hood for the trick to work.
Yeah, I got that.
Gorm is there, in the camp ahead.
Do you remember in the old Assassin's Creed games where it would force you to walk slower when you were in a little cutscene like I was just in? Well, this one doesn't do that. That kind of sucks. Use a disguise.
Drinking mead on an empty stomach.
You have to eat something before drinking that much.
How does that go?
A word.
Feed before meat.
I have some roasted lamb on the spit. You coming?
You're dead.
What? Well, that didn't work.
Guts out! Try to trap any blows!
And then you have to loot them, okay. But I'm just saying, how was I ever supposed to get in here?
Meet your fate. Done for now. Patience will reward
Alright,
us.
well I wanted to do it the sneaky way, but we'll try that next time. Okay, so I just used my ability, and instead of attacking the guy I was facing, he ran in the opposite direction.
Hey, your death comes!
Okay, well, whatever.
Evil!
You Arga shit! Take up your weapon and follow me beyond these walls. Let Odin's favor land where it may.
You dare not break the king's peace here. So fuck you and your god talk. What say you to that?
You are all subject to King Harald's truce. Break his peace and you will be cast out of Alrikstad.
Well, I just killed all those people.
I will
But
give
I'm
you
sure
no
that's
trouble.
fine.
You were shat into this world without honor, Gorm, and you will leave as a turd dumped into hell's deepest ditch.
Keep crowing, Eivor. You only make yourself an easier target.
Loser.
The whole thing will have started. I should find Sigurd.
Why is my guy so agile and quick? I mean, he's a warrior, but my lord, I didn't know Vikings trained as acrobats. It just kind of annoys me because in the other ones, well, you see, even Black Flag, I guess they did the same thing. In Black Flag, they didn't really have a reason for your guy. Your guy was just naturally that way anyway, and then became, started working with the assassins. Oh, excuse me. But there's no reason for this guy to be as stealthy as he is. Wait, there's an ability over there? Let me get that ability first. Okay. Key. Okay. Pigs got loose in the house, and now the cellar key is gone. It is your turn to dig through the shit. See, now here's the problem. Why did it tell me that? Or sorry, why did it show me the marker for where the key is? Why did it not force me to find that note and then go figure it out? It just kind of cheapens the experience. It said there's a cellar. Yeah, just moving the character and stuff
Be my eyes.
does feel a little looser than I'd like it to. So is that some kind of alternate way if you can't figure out the cellar key thing? I don't know. See, there's that parkour thing. I just jumped over it instead of going down into the hole that I was obviously trying to get into. Mark of Death. Oh, okay. Alright, before we hit up this cutscene, I have to get myself something to drink. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just... Lord. I have to get closer because of this cord. I gotta get one of those extender things so I can make this cord like 16 feet long or whatever. Alright. So we're going to something called the All thing. Okay.
Go, my eyes.
I mean, I actually do like him dressed like this, even with the hood on. I think that he looks good. It actually kind of sucks because without the hood, you know, the hood is kind of a big part of the Assassin's Creed stuff. So then without the hood, I mean, he looks cool like a Viking. But he's actually not, you know, Assassin's Creed, you know. I'm noticing that all the guards are marked as enemies. I'm wondering if something bad is going to happen here. Was that guy like 8 feet tall? My lord. Cutscene. Chocolate milk is good for your soul. Wow, that loading screen with the whispers is...
Tell me Gorm still lives, Eivor.
It pains me to say. He does.
Thank you. His day will come. Oh, gods. I hate long speeches.
Only when you're not giving them.
Many of you knew my father, Halfdan the Black. A great man who achieved great things.
They buried Halfdan's leg near our temple. The crops have never grown tall.
They buried his arms near ours, and we get nothing but a muddy river.
I dream of something greater. A vast kingdom of warriors in numbers the world has never seen. United under one king, one rule. Too much blood has been spilled fighting one another. Today, we unify. And turn our blades outward to conquer new lands. And who better to lead us to glory than me? I was blooded before the age of 10, and I led the greatest army Norway has ever seen. But they say a wise king seeks honest counsel, so I ask, who among you rejects this new arrangement?
I am not your enemy, King Harald, but I will not be your subject. Tomorrow we sail for greener shores, and so my kingdom is yours.
This saddens me, noble Yor. And does your wife agree? Is she not tired of limping ever westward?
My husband and I are as one in this, Lord. We do not limp together. We fly.
I'm sad to lose a woman of your spirit, Lúthien.
Wait, is his wife Asian?
May the fates grant you good luck.
My king,
I don't know.
I
That was just
offer you
weird.
my axe and my oath, ironclad.
Gorm Kjotveson, you dare show your face in this hall. Did not King Styrbjörn and his son Sigurd rid our lands of your foulness?
The Raven clan dishonored me, great king. They poisoned my father, Kjotve. They made a mockery of his honorable death.
Background! You lie! Hold, Eivor. Let it play out.
This is a serious charge, Gorm, and a false one at that. My uncle saw your father die.
What an
Eivor
idiot.
Wolf-Kissed, you are Kjotve's slayer. This man has slandered your clan. What shall I do with him?
Ooh.
You are king of these lands, Harald. The decision must be yours.
A modest and honorable answer. Gorm, I name you Worm and call you exile. Leave these lands by the next full moon, or I will feed you to the crows myself.
King Harald, may I speak?
The floor is yours, King Styrbjörn.
My people have held our land since the days when Odin himself walked among us. My kingdom is humble, but we have paid for it in blood. Our victory over Kjotve is proof that we will not lay down without a fight. All here have buried friends, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. And I, for one, have had my fill of death. Let those who seek war look beyond our shores. If King Harald brings peace, then I am happy to bend my knee to him.
What? What in hell's name are you doing, father?
Securing a lasting peace, Sigurd. Our days of fighting are finished.
You said nothing of this to me. Not a word. And I will not yield a title that should be mine by right.
Then war will continue. Men will die, villages will burn, you foolish boy. This is our only way towards true peace.
You will die a thrall. You drink-addled cow. Alone and toothless in a bed of straw.
Forgive my son. He is ruled by his emotions.
This guy gets
I take
disrespected.
No offense, Styrbjörn Jarl, and I thank you for your fealty. It is natural to fear change, to resist it. But all things change and all things end. The lessons of Ragnarok are clear. We will speak again soon.
There was an ambush, Lord. Did you know of Styrbjörn's plans?
For some days, yes, I did. But it was not at my urging. It was his decision alone. Do you dream of a glorious future, Eivor? A warrior like you would be a boon to my clan.
I seek Valhalla, I am bound to Sigurd. Well, considering the fact that I know nothing about Sigurd, really, yet, and I don't want to die, I'll put a do
All
not
I know
know.
of fate is that its pattern is unknowable. I do not worry beyond that fact.
I wish I understood you better. For those I do not understand, I do not trust, and I cannot stomach a lack of trust.
You have nothing to fear from me, King Harald. My loyalty lies with my brother Sigurd.
Okay, so it's the
There
same
you know
thing.
ill will.
Then know that if you stay in Norway, both you and your brother must serve under me. Take tomorrow to think on this. But let us leave these matters for another time. Tonight, we will eat and drink like gods and wake in a kingdom made new.
So that was it. He didn't tell them of a proposal or anything first. He just came out and said, hey, I'd like to be king of everything. And everybody was like, yeah, that's what we want. Give up all of our power. Yeah. I can't imagine that that would happen that way without a massive amount of fighting and bloodshed.
Harald's colors. He is already marking his territory.
Okay. Gods, he's spraying like a horny pup.
Harald may be young, but he's clever. Do not underestimate him. He came of age very quickly.
Okay. We got a lot of stuff to get through here, so. Why do I keep getting these? I just keep getting runes. But it's fine, I'm just saying. Runes. Runes. Skills. Always while crouched and detected. Arwen sprinting to do a sprinting attack. I don't know if you can get all skills.
What are you doing?
Oh, what?
If you wish to have words, come closer.
What?
Are you one of Harald's men?
I am. The king wishes to make a survey of the land he now rules. Nothing more.
Let me ask, are you one of the conquered? Did Harald take your lands as well?
No. My family has lived under his banner since the days of his father, Halfdan the Black.
Well, welcome to Fornburg, warrior.
Okay.
How are you doing, Hytham? You survived a serious blow.
I am mending. I will never be the warrior Basim wishes me to be, but I can serve my brotherhood in many other ways.
With Kjotve dead, will you return to the south?
We are going west, in fact. Basim is a tireless crusader.
Get some rest before you set out, then. Injured men do not fare well in the open ocean.
Of course. Thank you.
Wait, that's it? That dude gets thrown? I mean, he didn't even... Did he even get hit or anything? He just got thrown while he was jumping at the guy, and all of a sudden he's just a cripple forever? Wait, what's going on?
Let's see you, old friend.
Oh, he's in this area. Okay.
I don't like the way those soldiers watch me. I find it flattering.
You think one will marry you and carry you off to the capital?
Would he?
He would take his pleasure and move on, you moon-eyed magpie, leaving you with a little soldier to raise by yourself.
We'll alert Harald's men.
Where will we live? The English will fight back! The wars will never end!
Or they will push us into the Christian ways!
What?
What is this talking about?
Two days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven Clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harald?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harald's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward to newer lands. To England. And there make a new hope. A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages, I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing? In a land we do not know? Among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
That's fair.
If you object, I understand. Let your father keep Kjotve's riches. England will have riches and cargo enough for us.
Good. I did not want this cloud hanging over us. It is a wise leader who considers the need of others.
To England, then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
We leave tomorrow.
Tighten your lips. Last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops.
We leave to start a new kingdom tomorrow. Pack everything you need.
How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
What's with these people with... I don't know. I mean, they should all be Norwegian. Like, there's only Norwegian people in Norway right now.
Show me what lies ahead.
What did he use? Oh, the axe. His axe. How did you learn to do that? Honestly, that's the only thing that bothers me.
How can I help?
I can increase this. The Ursine Guard. It says new appearance.
Do you need anything else?
I will free you from this bond.
And I will be ready when you need me.
Let's see. Thought I had the Berserker Cloak. I do have the Berserker Cloak. Why am I wearing the Raven Hood? I'm wondering how much gear differentiation between the gear that they have, because I actually hope not to get buried underneath all this gear. I kind of...
Welcome back, Wolf-Kissed.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh man, I can keep upgrading my shield.
need anything else?
That's all I need for now.
Fine. Come back anytime.
Alright, 1 second here. So, this is what I'm wondering. Is it... Is it that because I have it equipped, I get like a flat increase, or is it when I'm using that weapon? I do not like this. I want to be able to use... the D-pad. I do not like having to move things around with the joystick. Ooh, there's a lot of people over here.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. The act of leaving so beloved a home. There is a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The
die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance has passed. Look!
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna get attacked here?
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
Styrbjorn Jarl. Our men were killed as we patrolled nearby. And the word is... Eivor swung the axe.
What the heck?
If the dead could speak, what would they say of their deaths, wolf-kissed?
They would tell you how they offered us insults, and how I slew them for it.
As the dead cannot defend themselves, their guilt is wanted. 50 weight of silver for each life. By law.
50 weight?
You will have it from me. A parent must pay the price of his children's folly.
That was generous, Lord.
Why England? Why throw away all you have for such an uncertain
What the heck
future?
was the point in that? I didn't kill
King's
anybody.
Hero, Eivor. Your name known all across Harald's many kingdoms.
No. I will not be captive to another man's gaudy design. My destiny is my own to weave.
Eivor speaks for both of us, father. You gambled your honor and you lost your family. I hope the trade was worth it.
Anger and sadness wrestle for my heart, but I am glad you'll leave this place alive.
I think that guy sucks. King Styrbjorn is a terrible character in this game so far. He just gets disrespected and lets it happen, doesn't give a crap, doesn't say nothing, doesn't fight for his family, doesn't fight for nothing.
big sacks of wool. Put some muscle into those pulls.
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backroads. Sigurd, what's our course?
The Sons of Ragnar established a settlement near the coast. We set sail for them. Bragi, sing a song to lift our home.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies before us, Eivor, and on its far side, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land, lush and wild. By now, the Sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Ravenclan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England! Glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
So that was like the prologue to the story. Now the real story begins. So welcome in the cities and villages where you can distrust areas to avoid more attention from guards and soldiers. Who is this now? Okay. Well, there's this part of the game now. Welcome to Abstergo. Is she supposed to be drinking? Was that her drinking? Because that did not look like drinking. What the hell kind of weird character is this? That did not look like drinking at all.
In a lecture at the University of Cambridge, Dr. Sirka told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve, forever.
Dr. Sirka went on to say,
So we're in a post-apocalyptic world almost?
Oh, new and improved
Well,
citrus flavor.
Not a
Thanks,
post-apocalyptic, but... But we're getting there.
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
I have no idea how that person is the key to everything, but that bow is much too small to be for that sized person.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
This has been the strangest version of this that I've seen yet. Seriously, do you see that she's drinking water gun? That wasn't drinking water. My lord, that was creepy and weird. Like, literally just the fact that just that part of it, just seeing that was bad. Very bad. Like, it made the whole scene feel just, like, weird. Like, she was gonna, I don't know, like, she was gonna, like, look over and there was gonna be somebody
I gotta walk into
she was
town and use this.
that she was, like, had tied up and was torturing or something. Like, she was some kind of evil villain or something.
Beautiful. But it's not normal.
That's some really good dialogue right there. It's beautiful, but it's not normal.
Love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Did you get my tea?
Some quality stuff here.
It's tools. What do you mean? Okay.
Another satellite. Damn.
Are you kidding me? Satellites are just falling out of the sky now? This is almost a post-apocalyptic video game. Okay, I really need the controller. Like, I'm trying to, like, aim this woman into this doorway. It's just...
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How was the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Good. I don't want to deal with this in any way.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
No, he was in the house.
One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
Are these like the assassins of the present day?
You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool.
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect. So the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team? maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know.
It's
not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
Is this related to,
Sean has been busy.
Related to Odyssey and Origins, I wonder?
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge. Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that. Sean, don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar and tattoo it on my leg.
Can I just walk up here?
Layla, can't run away from this. Someone's got mail. An invitation to a fair in Concord. Bring your best crop and you may win a prize. Tempting.
Okay, well, this is like the least interesting part of the game so far, but it is odd to say the least. So far we've turned a Viking Assassin's Creed game into post-apocalyptic satellites falling out of the sky type game. Solar flares about to destroy the world, and a woman with a freaking mood stabilizer in her neck.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The two data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like two minds, fighting over one brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
What is this woman, schizophrenic? Like multiple personality disorders? Okay, why am I not standing in front of the staff looking at it?
I
not
went
able
through
to...
hell to bring you here.
Huh?
It had better be worth it. That's quite nice. Soothing. Let's have a look.
Oh my god. I don't have COVID. When are video game developers going to understand that people like me, well, just video game players in general, do not want to frickin' deal with stupid crap in their video games that has to do with real world issues? I'm here to get away from that stuff. The gift of old blood, the curse of not understanding. We can help here. Would your favorite baseball team happen to be the Atlantis Eagles? Okay. If a little really influence your toy. But they know better than most what it means to live with such word. I'm curious to know more about this air of memories and epithet. It is not a phrase we have heard in all decades of our research. In a few weeks' time, we will contact you once more if you are proceeding to follow our instructions to the letter. If you're not on it, or if you break any of the protocol, take this to heart. The Earth's magnetic field is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines are becoming more and more frequent. Famines because of the Earth's. Okay. And now we have an incredible report of a new and deadly virus sweeping through Asia. You can feel like we're living this way. Entire course we're on. We wish you all the best of luck. Okay, alrighty. Forgive the short email. I'm gonna call, but I'm not using phones right now. My time is almost. It's for research. What is it, Abstergo? I don't know. The truth is, I haven't worked for them for a few years. It's a long story, and I won't bother you with the details, but it wasn't for me. How did that guy know what satellite fell out of the sky, either? Something to make it right. It all sounds cryptic, but it's... I think if I'm being vague, it's because I don't want any data servers picking up on keywords that I raise alarms. Do I sound paranoid? Here's my point. I'm with a couple of people who I trust now. It's longer than I have. Yeah. At this time next year, things will... Oh, dang it, things will be better. The skies will be clear, the earthquakes will stop, and we'll celebrate Ramadan together. It'll be just like the 90s. And then I'm going to be fine, your sis L. This is leaving using phones. No, I won't. I'm starving. Break his heart. First thing about what you do, my dad, and still. Okay. So in order to understand this section of the game, I have to read all these frickin' emails. That's awesome. Okay, Hastings. Preface, my god. All of this reading, like this is fun. I mean, I get it, but man, this is supposed to be a Viking game. Come on. Transformation of the Order of the Ancients into the Templars, as we know them today, has been a subject of considerable debate among our ranks. We have operated with the assumption that the Templars themselves hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but at present no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. What little data we do have is mostly a matter of public record, with some exceptions. Commonly understood that the origin of the Knights Templar dates back to the 1119 CE, and mostly. However, our records attest the existence of Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. One badly contract from Normandy in the middle. The author makes free use of the term Templar in early letter. Simply the one in the region of modern-day Dorset, circa 978 CE, makes mention of a Templar spy within the ranks of the Berlin. From this we can safely assume that the Templar as an order is an entity distinct from it, existed at some point in the mid-10th century. With an aim to expand our understanding of this dark age, one of our agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memories to search the clues to this age-old mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of little use for our purposes. Sean Hastings, in the first of his 7 sessions on October 5th. Of course, the next 3 weeks he followed various lines in the past facts in his bloodline he found none. Of minor interest, however, was the following personage here noted. A particular occurs. Alriker Thorvaldsen, an early 9th century Jew who sailed north, founded Denmark with a wooden plank bearing a carving of a map that marked Thor's hammer. Existence of Thor's hammer, a precursor rock that remains unconfirmed. Alriker's ancestors would later sail to England following the Norman's conquest. Island settling in what is now called Loughborough in modern day, whatever the irony that a man named Hastings would contain. Genetic memory data regarding the Norman invasion of England. Still, he retained his usual true wit and asked if he might mix for a little bit. Give a Nazi a proper mulligan. Whatever, I don't care about any of it. So, in other words, I don't care about any of that. They didn't find anything useful.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Okay.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences, so, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway, so turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Okay.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off. Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud. Seriously? Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. Stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake, and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Man, I do not care
Following
about this at
a rule
all.
is the
Wow.
easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like
Why?
they're doing something. When the hard
I want to
work
be a
is,
Viking now, please.
well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through
Man,
that
come
process,
on.
and you decided,
What is this?
yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, Bex, and Lucy that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can't you just turn that off?
That was a really long, big long thing for a guy just to say, I don't like that I was born being an assassin. I would have rather liked to make a choice, but now I've made the choice anyway, so that doesn't matter. And then a big long thing about how religion is stupid. Or, anyway, being raised into certain things is dumb, which I think is stupid. This is a stupid argument to be having in this game.
Here?
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig.
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye. Or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh, we'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy. God damn it.
I know that this all ties into your first
damage I did.
games, but...
The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day. We might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
So I know that all of this connects back. So I haven't played all of the games, okay? And I know that all of this connects back, but like, so in Black Flag, you didn't really get much. The big problem with all of it is that there's not enough of a story. I know that in the first couple of games they were trying to do a couple of things, find this apple, and it led to them, like, basically this guy was going into the Animus and then he like fought against them in some way and stopped them. I mean, basically that's the whole thing. Okay, well that's fine and dandy and all, but my big thing is, I said this I think in one of my live streams since I've gotten Valhalla, is that what they need to do is make an Assassin's Creed game in which you're actually doing something like almost like get rid of the Animus and you're an assassin modern day and you actually deal with people modern day as an assassin. Okay. The way that they're an assassin. These people don't see, like this woman doesn't, that I'm playing as now, this Layla, she doesn't seem like she's some combat killer, you know, like some elite assassin person, you know. And that's the whole draw of the series, though, is to be those people. So, to be these great killers and these assassins who are doing this mission, you know. And so, but my point, anyways, my point is that people say like, oh, let's fix the world. This guy's saying, let's fix the world first. Fix the world how? I do not know, and I might have to go back and play through all these games to understand. But I do not know what the assassins modern day are actually doing. I know that they're trying to prevent. So far, my understanding is that the assassins are trying to prevent the Templar from finding these ancient, whatever they're called, not the Isu, but these artifacts that would give them all kinds of power. Okay, cool. All right, but what do the Templar plan on doing with that power? Do they want to enslave the world? Do they just want to have that power? What? You know, because what are their plans? What do the assassins intend to do about it? Why don't the are the assassins like doing a legitimate war against the Templar? How did the Animus get invented and get put into this? Like, where did using the DNA to look back into other people's memories? Where did that ever even come up as an idea? If the assassins were involved in all of these historical events that led to the hiding of things like Thor's hammer, which should be an Isu artifact, why don't they have some record of where it is, or you know? Why don't they have records related to it? And why do they have to go back into people's memories? You see what I mean? Like, the modern day stuff is always just a big freaking mystery until you get to the end of the game, and it always just ends up being you preventing the Templar from finding a thing. or finding a thing, or they found a thing, but you prevent them from using it. I want to see, like, I'm an assassin. This is the leader of the Templar. Or this is one of the leaders of the Templar. We need to take that guy out. You're assassins. That's what the whole thing is. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry. Oh my god, there's so much of this crap. Oh my god. I have to read it, but this is ridiculous. Okay, before... Logs from my time with Bayek came across... In the years, I stumbled across 6 Isu temples. Could see them. So, this is what I'm saying. So, only someone with an animus could have seen them. All the way back in ancient times, some alien people knew that humans would eventually come to the place where they could technologically build this animus. Really? Really? That's really the thing. Okay, well, then you have to explain why. I don't know why. And you've got to condense this big, long game series to the point where someone who's playing new and hasn't played the entire series, because I was born, I think that those games came out when I was still young and wouldn't have played them. So you have to be able to take someone like me and make it so that we can understand all of the crap that's come before in an easier way. This isn't it. This is just a mystery, because I don't think that they actually have a plan for this stuff to actually progress to go anywhere. It's always just prevent them from getting this artifact, prevent them from getting that artifact. But where is it actually going? Where is the war actually going? What do you mean when you say fix the world? How are the assassins planning on fixing the world other than just preventing the Templar from getting these artifacts and using them to take over the world? Always out there. I believe that. Simulated or no, we could imagine a dozen nested simulations, and each one, on the level of itself, would constitute a formality. Via Conway suggests the universe is a giant cellular automata. 15 simulated reality is meaningless. If the universe were so measurable, it would matter. I should of the simulation. Say a scientist was able to simulate pain by inducing only a few neurons to fire. No physical harm. I am in pain. So she goes, no, you won't believe you are, says scientist. This is meaningless. As is this. You thought you were in pain, but you were mistaken. Actually, to tell you the truth, that's what fibromyalgia is. Where you have neuro pain. Like, there's no physical harm to you, but you have neuro pain. It's called fibromyalgia. My God. Boundaries, after all. Everyone cannot speak of that. Which one cannot conceive the code, equations that define... See, this is all just code. This is all just, like, crap that we're not going to get until we reach the end of this 20-game-long frickin' series. Not fully, anyway. And no, by then... Like, my point is that let's say that this game series, right now it has so many games, like 4, 5, 6, 7 games, I don't know. But by the end of it all, we reached game 12, and they finally wrap up the whole storyline of the Animus in the past, and all the memories in the past, and all the stuff going on in the present, and they wrap it up. By the time we reach there, nobody's going to know what the heck is going on in this game, because you got to read through all of this, like, it's going to be very, very few people. You got to read through all of this crap every single time you play a game. You've got to go back, sift through all your knowledge of the first games, and if you didn't play all, like, 30 years of these games, then, well, sorry. That's a huge problem. So that's why when I'm reading this, I'm reading it knowing that I'm never going to understand what is going on, because even if I had played every game fully and read every piece of thing, I am going to, like, I'm not going to remember. Okay, sorry. That which one connected to the code? Find life there, Jim. Nestled deep within every star and every mote of dust, every second. Which exists in his own framework of time itself. Is one rule which applies to us all. Immutable. Inescapable. We know this. Humans were the instruments of an earlier species, the issue. Resist temptation to say superior. Different. They were better suited to some tasks, ill-suited to others. Possessed of a mind that we cannot know. But that does not get us anywhere. What is it like to be an issue? What is it like to be a bat? Occasionally the issue could read time is interesting, but if humans could read time, would it necessarily be in the same manner and for the same purpose, whether constructed or evolved or a little of both as we are? We cannot be said to have been built to achieve the same ends. Our round disc on its edge is a wheel, on its side a plate. How we use something can often determine its value and its perceived purpose. My lord, this is all just boilerplate trash. I'm reading through, I'm sorry, like, I have a little bit of an issue with the combat. It's something different. It's not normal Assassin's Creed like I normally like, because I normally really like the combat and I like the stealth. Okay, with this, I'm reading this and it's like, oh, the code. Break the code, break the node. These walls tell of a tragic story, a story we transcribed on our structures, on our artifacts, a story we cannot alter, a mystery. No one cares about this, it's too long. It's too long. Mystery defining someplace. Tribe our scholars and scientists, poets, and physicists. Bright minds, rebellious hearts, they all tried so hard to bring about the change. We all failed. None could change what we discovered. The story is written into the walls of these rooms. The reader has no power. He is but an observer. But the author invents the future. The author owns the future. The Toba catastrophe, a supervolcanic event compared with a mass coronal ejection, was just the beginning. Was the beginning of the end for the Isu. Changed the Earth's environment, lowered its available oxygen levels, and generally things up. The Isu never recovered by our estimations. The last remaining Isu died just a century after the catastrophe. From that point forward, humans, their creation, ruled the roost. This disaster was not unforeseen. Isu scientists had known about their impending doom for years, perhaps decades. Returned to themselves. They worked feverishly to find solutions. 6 methods they tried, but due to a toxic combination of hubris, political infighting, and bad... This is talking about global warming, okay? Just so you all understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all just modern issues put into video games that we're trying to use to escape modern issues. It's ridiculous. And bad luck, all 6 failed. The final method proved to be the most promising and was nearly complete when tragedy struck. It was this method that Desmond Miles revived, and he saved the world from a second solar flare in December 2012. This voice laments the compounded failure of their species to save themselves, but the truth is broader than that. They, with Desmond, saved us. Success deferred. Okay, so that's my point. So in 2012, Desmond prevented that from happening, right? Okay. So then now what are we doing? Then this message, break the code, break the node. Insistent and very puzzling. Yeah, we're all freaking confused. Linear continuity simulation allows for variations. Within the linear continuity, there are nodes, choke points, moments where patterns converge. A single number, only one absolute truth is possible. Paths are fluid, continuous, no systemic changes. And the wave function collapses the paths into nodes which branch out. And then again, can you feel the wave collapsing, trying to course correct Desmond's act of defiance? To end. The words have been carving the flow as well towards that end. Years now collapse the wave. Well, without side layer of expertise. Most context someone knows there's stuff better. What it seems to be saying, the structure of space-time is built in such a way that certain events or clusters of events are compelled to occur. A bottleneck through which space-time... Yeah, we are talking about time travel. Like, not time travel necessarily, but this is all talking about time. And how we need to do stuff with the timeline and all this stuff. Getting into this crap makes this so boring. If you don't believe me, go watch Avengers Endgame. My lord. Nearly impossible to avoid. There's something about this case. Is it to return indifferent to our full pain? Driftling across the sea of space, it crashed once again. Against the dike, and that stopped it for a time. The sea rears back for another strike, and another, and another. What is happening now all around this world means I'm clear how to change it, especially from within the Animus. A simulation within a simulation. Yeah, the Animus was not designed... It feels like the storylines were not designed to be pushed to this extent, that the Animus was just supposed to be a way for modern-day people to go back in time and have fun playing as assassins. Now, they're doing this whole, we've got to prevent the apocalypse through the breaking of the code, and how can, with the timeline, and changing the timeline, because inevitably the timeline is trying to make a thing happen that, it's like, oh god, nobody cares about timelines, man. It's mathematical. Reality is a mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by the observer. Your thoughts are computations, and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processors are alike. Different brains produce different realities. The variations go from the subtle to the drastic. Your mind defines how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Perception defines perspective. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so you could perceive just what we needed you to, neither more nor less. There are parts of time we preferred you to remain blind to. It was all necessary. Yep, we designed you in timeline and time and consciousness and simulation, and I wanted to play this game in which I was a Viking and killed a bunch of freaking British people. It's only C time that would not guarantee the same perception that Isu possessed. Let us speak of time as an entity, if we may. Let us say that time is a perceivable fact in the same way that the light is a perceivable fact. The ability to see this fact in no way guarantees a sympathetic view. There are creatures stumbling around this earth that read light differently than we do, and for the different purposes. Humans see in a well-known spectrum. Roy G. Biv. This sense of color is confined to the three cones we possess. Yet nocturnal creatures see different scope, for different purpose. Night stalking, hunting, lurking, they evolved in concert with their needs and are not constrained by them as we are. Light is only a fact seen, ensconced, and used differently by different species. To suggest that we might read time is to imply we may have a specific use for time. Oh my god, this is so ethereal. None of this is concrete, and probably by the end of this game will not have related to the ending or the actual, like, it'll all kind of be out there in the ether, sort of parallel, but not really touching the story of this game. And if I never read this, even though I have to because I have to review this game and do all this stuff, I probably would not have missed anything. stop it. Yet the greatest revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not? Reality is a simulation. Break the code, and in doing so, escape the inescapable. My lord! The Animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see. The Animus, understanding genetic memories, an eye into history. Your Animus is different, as is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code. It could make that leap and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are. It is ridiculous to imagine that I could change the nature of reality out there from within the confines of an Animus. A simulation within this so-called simulation within a simulation, simulation within a simulation, simulation within a simulation. We get it. But I believe, I'm sorry, it's just that this stuff is so long and so boring and makes so little sense that I cannot believe that the game writers put this in the game and thought that we wanted to hear it. The rest of this game I've been enjoying so far. It's not like amazing, but I've pretty solid so far, guys. The story and everything of, everything that's happened with the Vikings, great. But I believe I understand what this voice is telling me. My Animus is endowed with the ability to suggest alterations to days long past. From any moment in time, I can extrapolate what might have been, calculations of time. I am not confined to what was, but what could have been. Yes, history is real, facts do matter. But from any moment in time I choose within the Animus, I can interrogate the memory. I can ask the world, what if? So in other words, you're talking about... The themes here are ridiculous and stupid. Like, oh yes, facts do matter, but, there's always that what if it was the other way? Well, what if it was the other way doesn't matter. Because it's not anything. What if Camus had not been murdered? I can suggest these hypotheticals and watch how they unfold. Why would I want to? For knowledge of what tragedies were avoided. It remains to be seen. Sure, but the thing is that, again, this is so ethereal. It's so ethereal, and in your everyday life, you almost would never use this. In your everyday life, you would use something like, what if Hitler were never elected president of, as the Prime Minister of Germany or whatever? Okay, well then, the Jews would never have been slain, and said the Holocaust would never happen. Okay, well that's great, that's awesome. How does that affect you trying to get, go to work, get a job, pay for your life, pay for your kids, pay for your wife, pay for your house, pay for your rent or whatever, and also live just a happy life and whatever? It doesn't really. But what does matter is there was an influential man who influenced others to hate. If we have to fight against people like that to stop hate, right? Okay, that's like the solid lesson to be learned. What this is talking about is like this ethereal idea of, oh, what if, oh, whatever. I'm sorry, I just hate this. This is so stupid, and it gets into stuff that's so ridiculous. I am, in a sense, a reader of the calculations, as the Yusu were in days past. Perhaps one day I will be able to harness this talent to see into the future, to predict, to correct, to avoid. That would be worth something. And what's so ridiculous is that people that usually talk this way are usually clueless to the fact of how their actions will affect them. Okay, here we go. Acquired from Eagle Bearer Cassandra in 2018. Presumed manufacture date. Late in the ESO Singularity Age, negative 75,100 BCE to 2200 IE. I don't know what any of that means. This staff, one of the many ISO staves known to us, staves known to us, is first and foremost a medical device with the ability to heal, repair, restore, and rejuvenate organic tissue. Rejuvenate organic tissues with unprecedented swiftness. It has been known to extend the life of its bearers well beyond the average human, and Isu lifespans is presumed to have the ability to resuscitate living creatures in critical or suspended state. States, it has not been verified if the staff has the ability to resurrect the dead, but it seems unlikely based on its known features. It appears to work by reading and copying its bearer's DNA to ensure a perfect replication of on a broad scale. It is able to detect erroneous copies and deploy repairs so long as its bearer remains within direct contact. It has been used as a weapon infrequently, possibly by taking advantage of the tremendous power it draws from the Isu's wireless energy lattice. The staff has also acted as a conduit or container for the personality of an Isu called Aletheia. It is not known if this personality is Aletheia's original consciousness or a simulation of the original, although most neuroscientists would call this a distinction without a difference. As of early 2019, the entity known as Aletheia has made no further attempts to contact me. As yet, my purpose as the so-called heir of memories, as Aletheia has dubbed me, remains unclear. Pythagoras. Okay, whatever. At least that one was short. Pictures. Yeah, the world's going all to hell. File corrupted. My name, whatever. Maybe Madam Bibbo. My name is Layla Hassan. I was a friend and colleague of Victoria's, both at Abstergo and in our subsequent freelance careers. And all the time I knew and worked with your daughter, I was always struck by her limitless intelligence, her humor, and her ability to focus even in times of great stress. She was an inspiration, not just to me, but to all those who worked with her. I'm writing to you now with the hope of shedding some light on the circumstances of her death. I realize it must be strange to receive a letter from out of the blue from someone whose name you have probably never heard, offering to explain the tragic loss of one so dear, but if you allow me, I will try. I was with your daughter in the moments leading up to the unfortunate incident that took her life. In fact, I am partly to blame for... Well, and then she deleted it, yeah. Good call. Alright, well that was very long and ridiculously, well to me anyway, seemed quite pointless. Alright. At least we're going back into the Animus now. We don't have to deal with this crap anymore.
All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can go and...
No, I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright,
Here we
good.
go.
Let's get to the actual game portion of this game. The gods that walked the earth long ago left evidence of their passing, often in the form of legendary weapons. Should you find one, consider yourself blessed. Now I know Thor's hammer is in the game. And boy do I want Thor's hammer. Thor is my favorite superhero. I dress up as Captain America and visit patients in hospitals sometimes. Because I like to do that. It's, you know, it puts a smile on people's faces and they really appreciate it. I do that because I do not think of myself like I'm pretty a fit guy. I work out and everything. But with Thor being a god and his costume, like what he wears, being sleeveless, I'd need to have much bigger arms than I do to be able to make that work. So, Captain America it is. But I love Thor. Oh, 1 second.
Our new home. Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all. And will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars! All standing!
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood. May Thor bless you all on your way. We will see you soon.
Sail on.
Yes, I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we are coming?
They do not, but they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no.
We already said
We will
this.
Speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off.
Actually, that's odd that they wouldn't understand that, because Odin sacrificed his eye. Jesus sacrificed his life.
What are they doing?
And there's juxtapositions to be made.
Baptism, Doug. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. And someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this fort with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dag. There will be time enough for raiding once we have settled. R2, stop the boats. Pull up over there. Way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it somewhere in that camp. I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad. You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
Good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
Show me what lies ahead.
I mean, actually, Odin went to tried to sacrificed himself on a tree and almost died, hung himself. I mean, it wouldn't be that odd then that a god would sacrifice himself for the salvation of the world.
This area is off limits.
Oh, do I have skill points? Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay. What you got for me? So, is there a way for me to go back to... I wish it would have said something. So I could have known that I wasn't going to be able to come back
What do you see?
to the area. Okay, there's one guy up here, one guy inside, and some treasure. So I think I could probably... I really like that I have this option. It's like I said, it's just like Far Cry Primal. I loved that game. I thought that game was awesome. Take a look from this way here.
This chain is huge. I might be able to shoot it.
Dead. Get back here!
Dang it!
Not much longer, corpse.
So, this is what I was saying, is that I'm looking at everything, and I see red, so I'm thinking, oh, there's a guy there. There's not. And so I get noticed by the other guy trying to avoid this one, but there's not a guy there. It irritates me. I wish that they wouldn't have done that. I mean, it's not the biggest deal, it's just, why would you make the decision to make everything of note the same color as enemies? Now I'm standing in front of this thing and there you go. These naval chains will hold against even the most durable Danish longship so long as the mechanism remains intact. Several more blockades will be constructed in the coming months and will be installed on the rivers leading inland. Taunts getting forth coming incursions. It is imperative that these blockades be maintained and kept operational at all times. Any failure of function will be reported. Needs to be reported immediately. Oh, well, you're going to have something to report here in just a second. Ah, dang it.
Path is clear.
James, away! Hey, boy! Back to the boat! We should be close, barring any more surprises.
I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dan. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba, and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy, and ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dag?
And he is happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Ready to be remade. We will rebuild their empire, brick by brick, and ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, Dog.
Oh, look at those
They were tested.
eagles flying around in circles around that stuff.
Where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hope to find.
No. Let us get a closer look.
Alright, let's exit that. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. Grantis Bridgesshire. Bridgeskire?
Don't you reckon the sword?
We should proceed on foot.
Ragnarsson's camp.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a yard. And if they are foes, then we fight them all together. are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Doc, Eivor, on me.
Okay, let's go.
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways? You there. Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Formberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves the slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, bucketout, and draw your weapon.
Oh, okay. Let's get him.
Let's finish them!
Kill these heathen bastards!
Oh, what the heck? I've never been able to successfully use that ability. What the heck is happening to me? What? How do I use that freaking ability? There you go. Cool.
Have a look around, all of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I'll check. Right. I'll check the longhouse.
These folks know nothing of tending to the weapons. Careless fools.
Sunim, guide me.
What do you say, darling?
Agreed. All clear.
So where am I actually supposed to be checking?
Keep an eye on the roads running from camp. An ambush could come from anywhere.
What the heck is going on here? Are you kidding me?
Food for foul fighters.
Well, I found a bug. I thought that was a gold.
All scraps and rubbish over here. What a mess.
Somehow I doubt that. Well, I don't think that the Vikings were necessarily terribly unhygienic or anything. Excuse me. I doubt that the English were less so. Oh, look at that, I'm on fire. Honestly, I really feel like okay.
What's the meaning of this?
Are you kidding me? Why? Oh, okay, I see. I was trying to find a window or something.
Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd,
Do you think I look like a freaking
men
brigand?
have prisoners.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Oh, are
Quite
these more
bold,
Nordic
those
people?
bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Would there have been
Rowan,
Asian
that's right.
people
I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well,
in England
I
at the
did,
time?
till
Because
brigands
she
sold
looks
them
kind of
off.
Asian.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest speeder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
What are you thinking?
And we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Thornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven Clan welcomes you. From strangers into friends, into family. The others have arrived. Come.
Why did they not take the same route?
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home.
Of course, he would be up there in full battle attire, hammering with a small, tiny hammer. And his raven made it across the sea with him, as did his horse.
Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
Where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea. Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build, expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work.
Okay.
And what else have you found?
Short.
So this is how you can go Atlas, and you can travel back to Norway and get all of the stuff that was in Norway. Get your crew to gain its wealth and materials for your settlement's growth. What does having +4 evasion mean?
Scraps of plans, old letters, a few runestone messages. It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
Alright guys, it is 2:30 in the morning my time. I am going to go lay down in bed and watch the latest episode of The Mandalorian. I want to thank you all for watching. As you know, if you've watched and kept track of my channel, the live streams are not the main focus of the channel. The reviews are. So if you like me, you like my content, if you like this, definitely give the video a thumbs up. But if you like my content, definitely subscribe. Go check out my reviews. That's, like I said, the main focus of the channel. I try to get one big main review out a month, and then I also try to do smaller projects. The big reviews, the main reviews, are called after action reviews. Shorter reviews are rapid action reviews, and those are unscripted and lesser production value than the after action reviews. And I do them just real snappy, real quick, try to get something done. I even time myself per section of the reviews to keep the time short. But anyway, I do, like I said, want to thank you for all your support. If you have something you want to tell me about the things that I'm doing and how you think I can improve, leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you really want to support the channel, the best thing that you can do for me is sharing my videos on social media. I pay for advertising on multiple platforms, and no advertising that I would pay for would ever be as good as you, my viewers, recommending my content to your friends on social media. Just one last thing. Tomorrow I'm having, like I said in the beginning of the live stream, having a big group of people over. We are going to watch a movie. You will have to wait and see to figure out what movie it is, and then we're going to do a review, just like we did with our last movie review for Hubie Halloween. So that's going to be really exciting, so tune in and watch for that. But thank you all. I just want to say God bless you and have a good day.